What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Blitz Report. Today I'm going to give you 10 underrated players in the NFL. These are the guys that are putting up good numbers but aren't quite getting the recognition that some of the other bigger name players are getting. So let's go ahead and jump into this. My first player is Kevin Byard. He leads the league in interceptions and deflected passes, but his name's just not out there like others are. He set a goal to have 7 interceptions this year. He's one away from that. He set a goal to have 90 tackles for this year, and he's a little over halfway to that. And he wants to make the Pro Bowl. I voted for him, as you've seen in my Pro Bowl video. If you watched that, if not, it'll be linked to the end of this video. Also, I'm going to be doing a most overrated players in the NFL video, and when it gets uploaded, I'll link the two videos together as well. And be sure to hit a like if you like the content. That's very important when you grow a channel nowadays because how YouTube has changed. It used to be like to dislike ratio was the videos that showed up first, but now it's the ones with the most likes. So it's kind of like the bigger channels are stay bigger and the smaller channels have trouble growing. But I'm not going to get into that because I just do this for fun mainly. I'm not looking to make a living or anything like that. But anyways, my second player that is most overrated is Marcus Cannon of the New England Patriots. He's their right tackle. He's gone against Von Miller twice. Both times he never allowed Von Miller to hurry Tom Brady. He never allowed Von Miller to hit Tom Brady. And he never allowed Von Miller to sack Tom Brady. So I think he is very underrated because of this. At number 3, I have Kyle Fuller, cornerback for the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears aren't necessarily all that good, but Kyle Fuller is a bright spot on that team. He come in as a rookie, and he was setting the league on fire. His name was really starting to get out there, but since he's dealt with injury after injury, this year he's finally healthy again, and he's having a good year. He's in a contract year, so keep an eye on Kyle Fuller. He could really rise up, and he could really turn into one of those big name players soon. So moving on, next is Glover Quinn. He's been in the league for a long time. He's one of the leaders of the Detroit Lions defense. He plays a safety position, and he's really the leader of that backfield and one of the leaders on the team overall. But he's been back there. He's been making plays, and he's a big part of why the Detroit Lions are as good as what they are, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Moving on to number 5 is Artie Burns of the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of people thought Artie Burns was a reach when the Steelers took him in the first round of the draft, but he's come in, he's grown a lot, he's learned a lot, he's got the ideal size and the ideal athleticism for the cornerback position, and he's made that Steelers secondary better than what a lot of other people thought it was going to be, so props to him for that. He's not quite getting the recognition for it yet, but I feel like he will in a year or two. Moving on, number 6 is Connor Brate, tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this guy is getting playing time and playing ahead of O.J. Howard, who is the number 19 overall pick in the draft. So just let that sink in. A tight end taken in the first round. This guy's playing ahead of him. Not only that, O.J. Howard graded out as the best tight end in the last decade in the combine and everything else the tight ends do. And O.J. Howard done everything watching this film. He could catch the ball. He was an exceptional blocker. But Connor Brate is able to stick in there and play ahead of him. So I think he's very underrated for that, or either that or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are just kind of being overly cautious with O.J. Howard. So we'll just have to wait and see. But Connor Brate has not been having a bad year. He's been catching passes. He's been contributing. So it's not like he's a liability out there. So I think he's overrated or underrated because of that. Moving on, number 7, Jonathan Joseph, another veteran, just like Glover Quinn. He plays quarterback for the Houston Texans. And although the Texans secondary wasn't good even before all the injuries, he is a leader on that Texans team. He is the best cornerback they got. And although he is older and he's not the player he used to be, he's still a good cornerback in the league. He's still a very solid player, but a lot of people just see him as like a garbage player, or somebody who should be there just for depth. But overall, he's a very solid cornerback. Moving on to number 8, Danny Shelton of the Cleveland Browns. And the reason this guy gets overlooked is because of the team he plays on, but he's been a very good defensive tackle ever since he entered the league. So, Danny Shelton, sorry about your luck getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns, but I know you're good. A lot of people know you're good. And I've seen you when you play the Titans. Titans have a very good offensive line, and you gave them, you know what, the whole game. Moving on to number 9, Reggie Ragland. He ended up getting hurt and then traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. He's on the Chiefs now. He's having a very solid year. He's a very good player. He was a second-round draft pick, and now He's finally getting his time to shine. I think the Buffalo Bills got ripped off in that trade. And the last one on my list is Zac Brown. Zac Brown's been bouncing around ever since he left the Tennessee Titans, but it's not a talent issue. The guy's a very talented inside linebacker. He's very fast. He's right up there with Ryan Shazier when it comes to speed. I think a lot of the issues could be his personality and kind of his lack of discipline. I don't know that for sure, but from what I hear from when he was the Titans, I feel like that could have been the biggest concern for him. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope y'all have a great day. I'm wearing my jersey because it's game day. I'm not sure when you'll be watching this video. It might be Friday, it might be Saturday, or maybe even Monday. So that's why I got the Titans jersey on. I'm repping my team. They're playing the Steelers tonight. Very important game for us. If we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to have to either beat the Steelers or beat the Rams. If we can just split one of those wins, we play the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 17 for the divisional title. I feel like that because I'm pretty sure the Jags are going to lose to Seattle if the Jags don't choke altogether. And I'm not talking smack. This is just really how I feel and really what I see happening. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I got something really big planned for this off season, and it don't matter who you're a fan of. I'm doing it for every team, and no one else is doing it, and you're really going to enjoy it. I did it last year. The channel exploded. In 1 month, I went from no subscribers to over 300, but I ended up having to shut it down because I got a late start. The idea didn't hit me till late in the off season. I didn't have enough time to get it all done and get it all out, and that kind of embarrassed me. So I ended up shutting the whole channel down. But anyways, guys, I've already gotten an early start. I'm already working on it actually. So hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.